Hello Bass Junkies. So I'm going to make a video now about how to make the most out of your J-type bass, okay? So obviously this one is for beginners and novices, okay? So I guess the intermediate players and definitely semi-pros and pros won't need this, okay? But feel free to correct me, okay? And put it down in the comments. So the J-type bass basically is this type where we have two single coil pickups, okay? So we have the front pickup, or we call the neck pickup, and then we have the back pickup or the bridge pickup, okay? So this one is revolutionary because at first, or at the uh, way back in the past, okay, when Leo Fender created the bass guitar, or his design of the bass guitar, he only had this pickup, okay? So it's like a yarn spun or yarn covered pickup, which actually gave an eerie sound. So it's a little bit like that, okay? But the materials they used then made it sound a little brighter. It made it sound a little brighter. So this one is the neck pickup, that you are hearing, okay? And then we have the bridge pickup. So each pickup will have his own volume knob. So this one is for the neck pickup, and this one is for the bridge pickup. And then we have an overall tone control. However, in the first jazz bass that was created, okay, or the J-type bass, each pickup had its own tone control. If you have that, in my opinion only, that's better. Okay, so that you can actually play with the tones that are coming from each of the pickups, okay? So generally, to make it simple, the neck pickup is the one that is actually providing the beef, that bottom end, that bassy sound. Okay, and then the bridge pickup is the one providing the mid-range, that little clanky sound. So combine them together, you have a beefy sound with a little mid-range clarity. That's why slap bassists prefer the jazz bass, because you have a little balance of the bottom end when you thump, and then that high end when you do the pops. Because usually the thump is a little clunky, and it lacks the bottom end. So that's why this type of bass is actually quite revolutionary, because you can get a myriad of tones, okay? So generally, remember, if you want the beef, it's here, the beefy tone, and then the mid-range will be from here, okay? Mid-range is from here. Oops. So let's say so I will just exage the bass a little bit, okay? Here. So I increased the bass frequency from my amplifier just to make a point, okay? So here, it's quite muddy, right? Because I exaggerated the bass. So definitely, if I turn this bridge pickup off, okay, then I just turn on this neck pickup, you hear the rumbling, right? So that is exaggerated bass. So it lacks clarity. So if you want to enhance the clarity, okay, it's either you lower the bass frequency, Okay, lower the bass frequency here in the amplifier so that it will be clearer. Okay, or okay, since this is one is the beefier, gets the beefier sound, you might want to turn it down. Okay, so that you can have a clearer frequency or clearer notes. See? Okay. So that's one way of doing it, okay? Maybe you can figure out another way of doing that. Okay? If you do, that's good. Okay? It's because we have more options, okay? Or aside from turning down the neck pickup, we might as well try to lower down, okay, lower down the bass frequency here. Oops, let me turn up the volume. So that's the only problem with that. The volume will be a little low, okay? That's the only problem when we do it, okay, when we do it here in the amplifier. So the other way around also goes that if you want, okay, if you want beef, okay, if you want beefier sounds, okay, it's either you can turn down the mid-range, okay, turn down the mid-range in the treble a little, okay, here in the amplifier. So now we have a little beefier sound. Okay, or you can actually turn down the tone, okay, or turn down the tone. Let's say okay, I turn the mid-range and treble, the flat setting, okay, so we have, now we turn off the tone, okay, turn off the tone, so that made it beefier, okay, so that's one option. The good thing about the tone is that it's not really a turn on, turn off, so you can actually control it to your taste, like this one. I mean, you can still hear the mid-range, right? But it's not turned all the way up. So the tone control is actually your friend. Okay? So you can actually regulate how much treble and mid-range are going into your sound, okay, just by playing with that third knob. Okay? So you want to eliminate the mid-range. We know that the mid-range is primarily coming from here. Okay? So the bulk, not all. This one also can get the mid-range frequencies, but the bulk of the mid-range is actually in here. So how do we do that? We now turn off the bridge pickup so that the mids will not be that pronounced, so the beefy sound will predominate. Okay, or do that and then we lower the tone. Okay, so those are your options. Okay, that's what we love about the J-type bass. We get a myriad of tones. We can play around with one pickup, or both pickups. Okay, but of course, technique can also contribute. It's the tone is different when you pluck here or here. Notice the difference, okay? So if you're near here, the tone becomes fatter. Here, it becomes more mid-rangey. Okay? I mean, you can also do that. You can also pluck harder, okay? Or softer. Okay? So the technique can also contribute, okay, to the overall tone. So again, most of the beef comes from here, most of the mid-range comes from here. So that's a rough guideline. Okay, so that is my guidelines, okay, for beginners and novices, okay, on how to maximize, okay, how to maximize the tones that you can actually get from a J-type bass. Okay, this is very versatile. So before you complain that the pickups or the electronics are just subpar, okay, I urge you. I actually tell you that getting a more expensive instrument is not the solution. Okay, well, at least for now. Okay, if you don't have the money, so you just want to explore the instrument, okay, and try to get the most out of it, okay, so you have to get the best tone out of it just by exploring your instrument. Okay, so hopefully that can help you. Okay, so thank you for watching and may you have a nice day ahead.